Welcome back, ladies and gents. I spent a little bit more time after I stopped recording just to get Manny the weapons that I wanted. And you can see he has a legendary crafted sword and a legendary crafted two-handed polearm that also has the ability to dismount riders with thrust attacks. It is 225 in length. All right, so he's got his noble bow and he's stacked bodkin arrows. We're going to head over towards Battania Castle. By the way, I just noticed that my kids are just running around doing their own thing. They're not part of an army. I thought they would have joined an army. I have 0 infantry to pull from if I need to. I really should have got rid of the, excuse me, the herding. All right, Azra. Well, I'm glad I'm on this side. Now, I'm immediately going to call my kids to an army. I was going to run around and look for armor, better armor, going through the empire towns. But right now, I think we need to head south in order to try to protect Guarantor, Andor, or Ortesia. So I'll go here and grab some dates while I can and wait for the rest of my companions to arrive. All right, making peace with the sturgeons. How long do we have? 48 hours usually. All right, 43 by now. Let's look at, let me grab this. A little bit of dates and then scroll over here. I think I will, because I'd rather not have to run all the way up here and then all the way back here, you know, fighting, running all the way across the map here. So let's go ahead and, what are we doing here? Nothing. We've got Ov Castle. All right, so we know that the offer that comes here, this is the mandatory peace deal. You don't want that. You always want whatever they offered you. So let's try this one. The Sturgeons will pay us 4,960. We definitely want that one. That was very good. All right, let's wait. Our Brannick, I thought you were going to Battania, but nope, it'll be gone anyways. Only 34 defenders left. Oh, you decided you wanted to grab these looters, did you? Idris cleaning up the scum. You guys are coming. Let me run into Ortesia and let Idris get rid of his prisoners and buy food if he needs to and ransom or sell. If you enjoy anything that I put out there, please press the subscribe button. Whatever you do not smash it. You'll destroy your keyboard. And if you click on that bell icon, that would be grand. It would let you know immediately when new stuff comes out. All right, let's just wait here for a moment. Just our presence in here should prevent the Aserai from wanting to attack this. Let's see if they're at war with anyone else, though. They're not, so they'll bring their full force, which could be 2,000 or more. Well, they also could be attacking in this direction. Ronnie Infantry. All right, so we want him to never tire out for the athletics and fighting mock battles for the one-handed. I don't see them doing anything over in this direction. They almost certainly have to come up here because there's not even any of our holdings that are close. Rote would be the closest thing, and that's half the continent. So my guess is they're going to come up this direction. Although they did surprise me in the past, as you recall if you watched the videos. I did not expect them to come marching from the east, and sure enough they did. In which case they'd probably go for Rote. Let's see if we can... Remember, my goal here is to attack them at least 2 times, preferably 3 times right at the beginning, so that I can... Oh! They got taken out by Western Empire, of all people. They may have been in that castle and were just taken prisoner because they took Battania Castle. But I can't afford to go over there. Let's see if we can find... Are you guys, by the way, up 52, 52, 41, 44? Tubeless. I forgot we had Tubeless. That might be their target. These guys got taken out also? Wow. Western Empire is not supposed to be able to do that. That's why I've sort of been ignoring them. You got level 3 walls and 300 defenders. Where are you at? I don't want to take Kiev because we won't have the forces necessary to defeat this big army when it comes up. What I'm looking for here is seeing any individual lords that say they're gathering or heading or following someone. I don't want to do that. I want products. We'll take those dates. All right. I think I will... I'm worried, though, if we accept peace with the Western Empire, then I think the Southern Empire will declare on us, and I don't know that I want to fight... Well, let's look at this. Only 30%... Yeah, we don't want to do that. We're paying 5,020. I don't think so. Right now, we're paying the Khuzait 650, and Southern Empire is paying us 3,000, and Sturgis is paying us 4,900. So we're up about 8,000, but I still don't want to pay these guys 5,000 for such a weak force. Surely they're going to be coming for Tubeless. I don't see any lords, though, just villagers. And a couple of mercenaries I saw. Here's one. Where are you going? You're just patrolling. You're looking for one that says gathering or following. That means they've called an army somewhere. Mekalovia. It's got to be Western Empire. It's got to be. Yep. Where are the Azarai? I'm afraid of getting too far down here. I won't be able to make it back up to Tubeless when they go for it. What is your power? 13,000. I think you're the strongest on the map outside of us, and you are. So what are you doing? Where are you at? You declared war on us. The only thing I can think of is it's taking longer for them to strike because they're calling everybody. All right, I'm going to head back up north. That's the only thing I can think of. We'll stop here. Grab these dates. Mingus, you're 1,100. Surely you can handle the Western Empire with 1,100 troops. I guess they could all be recruits. 100% recruits. That wouldn't be too good. I don't know where the Azarai are. I think... Oh, there. Okay. Let's see what it says. You're gathering near Hiblet. All right. Let me let you by... and then run back over here. So now I see where they're gathering at. You are the guy calling the army. So let's sit here so we can see you. We've got 25.3 range. Ah, Tubeless. Let's run over there. Let's make sure we've got the right... Yes, we do. We've got the right surgeon. And at morning, we're going to take this... We're going to jump this 1,300. Actually, we're going to do it right now. It's light enough. This will be a tough battle because these will be fresh troops. And Azarai have good infantry. Whoa, whoa. And one last check to remind myself what's going on here. All right, 1461 versus 1366. Almost 100 difference. Idris... Samantha, Utrecht, Mitch, and Manny the Heir. You are a horseman. Yeah. We're going to let you do that. I don't typically like that, but we were in a position to try to get him a wide range of experience points. So that's what we're going to do now. Now they're going to have some horse archers. So let's look at the situation here. Let's back up. Is this any high ground? I think right here. We'll start right here and wait for them to run into us. And we'll, again, try to get our cav around behind them. We'll get Manny back here. All right, let's see what happens. Hodor. I don't really know why he says Hodor. Maybe somebody who plays the game is a Game of Thrones fan. I don't know. They're going... Are they going to the coast? There's only 38 horse archers. I would have thought there was going to be more.
Archers, listen up!
Wind is blowing pretty... Hear that howling from the wind.
Archers! Horsemen! Ride! Get moving! Knock arrows! Bow! Warrior! Ready yourselves! Bowmen! Face! Soldiers! Look that way! Infantry! Face enemy! Archers! Look that way! Horsemen! Move! Horse! Move that horse! Get moving! Right onwards!
Oh, I didn't think they would make it around behind us.
Forward! Yeah!
Come on, come on. This is a natural gap, and I move my forces out of position.
Footmen! Face that archers! Get moving! Arrow! Horsemen! Cut the horse! Heave not a one breathing!
Come on, block them out, block them out. Of course, we all know the cav are too slow to catch these horse archers. Oh, they didn't run away. Okay, well, I thought they were going to run back. Oh, they are. So once they start running, it's time to recall the troops. Are you a noble, Latha? All right, let's put the troops back.
Horsemen! Riders! Onward! Forward!
All right, out of 38, there's 14 left now. Let's see if they're going to come again. Now that I know they can get around behind us, I'll leave my horse here this time. I guess I didn't pay that much attention to what was going on. I don't know why you went over there. I obviously misclicked.
Get moving! Footmen, hear me! Turn to enemy!
All right, here they come again. We want both the infantry and the archers to face them. Just rotate with them. So you keep your infantry keeps their shield facing them.
Archers, see, shoot! Pick your target! Arrows! Forward!
Which they're not doing.
Towards the enemy!
Come on.
Archers! Face that warrior! Turn! Horsemen!
All right, horse, let's get you moving.
Onward! Riders! So attack now!
All right, let's have the infantry attack. Maybe they can block them off here.
Riders, hear me! Move a horse! Charge!
All right, go back, infantry.
Move! Get moving! Yeah, yeah!
Now, there's 6 left. And they're... Okay.
Riders! Charge! Horses! Engage the enemy!
They're going to hang out. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely great. As long as they hang out up here, we can take them out. Yeah, you can say yeah. But your horse is down. All right, come back.
Forward! Cavalry!
Come back.
Get moving!
All right, let's see what we got. Is that girl that fell off her horse still fighting over here? No. That's going to do it. I don't see them coming towards us. So let's march in.
Move out! Warriors! Face towards the enemy!
Let me go to this rise here and then assess the battlefield. See what the terrain looks like. Don't want to get too close because their cav will start charging me. Oh, this looks good. This looks good.
Horsemen! Infantry!
Let's get up here.
Move!
Horse over there.
Riders, hear me!
And here.
Move out! Horse
Horse archers up here.
Moving!
I think I can get off my horse right here anyway. This is where we're going to set up. They've got more archers than we have. I don't know why I have so few archers when they're number 2 in my list.
Footmen, move forward!
Got a lot of, I don't know about a lot, but they've got several crossbows there in their formation.
Move out! Army moving! Soldiers! Get moving! Move out! Move! Come in! Move out! War horse! Form a wall! Horsemen! Forward! Nose! Infantry! Now! Usher in your target! Horse! Onward! Riders! Move! Mounted archer! Sergeants, take them up! Infantry! Move out!
Oh, they disappeared. Come on. Really? Sorry, buddy. All right, toss them if you got them. Let's get some javelins going. What are you doing, archers? What are you doing? Where are the horse bowmen at? All right, let's get the horse involved. Archer's got plenty of ammo left. I can have that, I think. I like that one if I can get it. There we go. All right, here comes the golden-haired tossers. Spread out. Let them through. So far, we're controlling the battle, which is the way it should always be.
Horseman!
Well, I hit him, but he didn't go down. You missed, buddy. Whoopsie daisy. I hate when they despawn. I really, really, really hate that. I've got my everything set to max. All right, let's get our horse out of there.
Riders! Forward! Horsemen! Get
Here come the reinforcements. All right, now let's get the horse back on their archers. Infantry, get involved. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Being buffeted around too much by the horse. Can't get a bead on them. There you go. Who was that? Calradia? Calradia. You're sturgeon. What the heck are you doing? Sorry, girl. And you're Sir. Oh, I'll take you, even though I wasn't aiming for you. Oh gosh, that was so close to hitting my own guy. There we go. Forget that. Give me that sword again. All right, everybody charge. Here comes some Khuzate troops. Oopsie daisy. All right. Let's get in. I swear that Tell Worlds has programmed every running horse to run into me. Just everyone, no matter where I'm at, no matter where the battle, what the battlefield is, the horses run into me every time. Just because that's the way they're programmed. Because nothing in a video game does that unless you were told to do it. It's all code. Make sure we're all charging. Where's the... we've still got some of these clowns. Really? I remind everyone this is on maximum damage. This is not easy mode. Well, is that it? Something way over there, I guess. Oh, I cannot write him. How about you? That's it. All right, they took about 55% of our forces. That was a tough battle, as I anticipated, because that was the first battle, which means they brought all their good troops. I'm one away from that two-handed perk. Ashley went down. Barisha went down. Corinne went down, but she did get 5. That's a change for her. Isafled went down. Janab went down. Liza went down. Lavina got 17 and 2 in one-handed and 3. She got a perk in tossing. Then everybody else went down. Manny went down, of course. But he got 37, 20, 13, and 24. That's a good all-around upgrade there. Now I'm starting to question if I ever gave him...
I give up. Enough.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. If I did set his perks and attributes. I think I did. I won't say I'm sure I did. I will say I believe I did. I'll check right now. 5-5 with Robin the Medic. Robin the Medic. Still a baby. How did I gain? Interesting. All right, who got what? 17 upgrades. Janab is close to upgrading. Leveling up Melissa the infantry. She's never going to be mounted, as you know, so skirmisher. And we want you to be, well, we want armor. Plus 5, plus 10% armor while on foot. That's not, yeah, that is 10%. So every piece you have, 10% more. And I don't like the zoom at all. So we're going to give 50% damage to enemies with less than half their hit points. And then we'll give her... as much as I'd like to go. She's not going to be a party leader. And I don't think she's going to make it to here. Remember, she came to us as a spouse. Let's try to give her a little bit of this, and then maybe we can get her some upgraded healing. All right, Archie the Archer. 0.2% reload speed with bows for every skill point above 200, and 0.5% damage with bows for every skill point above 200. So that's 77 divided by half. And that's how many more damage he does every time he connects with his arrow. I think it's about time. Let me back up. Look at Corinne. Yep. I think it's about time that Archie took over for Corinne. I think he will, if I can remember when I'm done with this, to make him the next battle. Always trainer here. Walk it off here. And we want knock them off the horses with their throwing weapons. And trainer. And then we'll give you... I guess we'll give you this just for... Because everything that needs to be up is already up. Rogan, the next battle you should upgrade. You might upgrade just riding around. We'll see. Zanny, you're not going to be mounted, so we're going well prepared. And powerful is what we want. Don't really care how fast you move. You're staying in a formation. Except once the enemy's already broke. All right, Manny. Wrapped handles. We're going to give you dead aim. Well, actually, you're not going to stay. You're the heir, so you're not going to stay a bowman. Yeah, we'll go with this. Because if I take over you, that's what I would want. And for here, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to be... I will go with maneuvering because for my own personal self, that's more important. Right, that's everybody.
I'm yours to command.
Glad to hear that. Let's see what we got. And there's not going to be any Battanians. And they're probably all going to be overstuffed already.
Peace.
I'm yours.
I wonder why you have so... Well,
Peace.
you have a smaller amount of troops. That's why you have so few prisoners. Okay. I want to pull these guys back. The top tier, which will include the prisoners. Because I want to take them up. I don't want to put them in tubeless. Tubeless is too easy for them to take. We'll jump in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 prisoners. And we're going to run to Ortesia and put them in that dungeon. Okay, this never even engaged. So there's still level 3 walls with good food and 300 defenders. So that was good timing. Good timing. Let's see what we look like. You know what? I'm going to let... I think Manny. Let's take a gander. At medicine. Yeah, I think I'm going to let Manny get some skill points here. I don't know what he looks like. Where are you, Manny? There you are. You're blonde. I think while we're waiting to write up, this is a good time to remind people I'm low key when I game. I'm not a child, so I'm mature and I don't yell and scream and things of that nature. I just play the game. And that's what I do. So if you happen to watch a video and you think I'm too sedate, there's many other people for you to watch that like to yell and scream and act like they're on some type of a drug. That's not me. Now, I am on medication, but I don't do drugs. All right, let's put these guys... Let's see if there's room for them. There's absolutely room. We're not as bad off as I thought we would be. See if there's any No, there's not. So I will go ahead and ransom. I don't think there's anybody here that I want. That veteran infantry is pretty good because they also toss javelins. You know, as we're going around, no, because we're gonna recruit. We'll just take it. They're not gonna have a lot of money, so we're gonna head towards Sargo and do a little recruiting. And I think Sargo will have enough money to buy everything we have if these guys don't. It was a pretty big battle, yet we don't have any good stuff. Now, let me lock this in. I've been told, yeah, we've got 90,000 worth of stuff. I've been told. I'm aware, I do believe, that I've read one of these perks. I'll look at it here in just a moment. 65. I don't know which perk it is, but I believe it's roguery. That you can increase the chance of getting loot. And I have chosen it before. I think it just removes the modifiers, the negative modifiers, and makes the positive modifiers better. And I thought it was there in roguery. I don't know which one it is because I'd never intentionally level up roguery. This is 1% loot amount for every skill above 200. One of these, I think, gives you a better chance of getting good modifiers. And it's also possible it's not even roguery, but that's just what my memory tells me, and I think we all know about that. All right, let's look at... let's go ahead and recruit from right here. Head our way up. I'll stop here and get some more dates. I'm just going to take horse out of this. All right, I need one more archer. Archers are easy to come by. Let's move you up here. And the rest infantry. And this time I actually do have one. We'll go to Cantrek. Nah, we'll go to Inveth. I think we're close enough that I can get back to Tubeless if it's attacked again. Because remember, now they're starting to lose, though. They had 300 troops. Now they're negative food. So they're losing defenders. But I think we're close enough to get back there in time. And far enough away that I can switch over to the actual... There it is, right there. Okay. We're going to switch to the actual medic right now. And head right back to Tubeless. Get everybody healed. And we'll just recruit along the way here, and then I will take from my companions to get my numbers back up. How many do I need? I don't need very many. 6, 9, 12. I think, well, we'll take that many. Take those dates. And I want to take your Battanians. Let's top you off. And then take those 2 wood runners and then give you a couple more. I only want to take their low levels.
Peace.
With my skill set, they have a better chance of surviving to get upgraded. We've still got 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll let that go.
I'm yours.
Take 4 of those. Didn't mean to grab you. I meant to grab you. All right, so I'm still... Take 7 of you. We'll recruit for you as we go.
Peace.
And one from you. Okay. Let's hit again. Guarantor. Battania is going to go to Lucian, it looks like. That's pretty close. Rotate. You're average. You know what? You're rich. I'm going to give it to you. Again, I'd rather give it to Lauren, but we can't give every empire to Lauren. We wouldn't have anything left for anybody else. All right, let's see what we can do here. I think you're done. You're done. You can have quite a few. And I want to make sure you get the horses first. There we go. And Utrecht. All right, one last stop. I think you need 2 troops. We'll take you and you. There we go. All right, Tubeless. Can we make it to Tubeless? They haven't started the battle yet. They do just now have the camp built. Battanians. Look, I just gave you, didn't I just give you a holding and you turn around and get... All right, they're still building their forces. It just went up to 902 from 8 something. Now it's, all right, they've engaged. Oh, I'm going to have to fight at nighttime. I don't want to wait. As much as I don't want to fight at nighttime, I'd rather not this garrison lose more troops. We are up to snuff. Everybody's upgraded. We do have the correct... All right. 1,700 versus 800.
Hear me! What's it? Hold!
They may march into us. I've mentioned before how the Azrai have a tendency to do that.
Moving! Hear me! Move out! Horses! Onward! Riders, hear me! Move out! War shoot arrow! What me? Shields up!
I'm going to go ahead and get off the horse. I thought I'd hit at least something by throwing out like that. Right into a group of them. There, that'll teach you to stab me. Look, charge. All right, just everybody charge. We're just gonna fight this chaotic. Udris. That surprised me. That thrust didn't take him out on the first. Usually that does the trick. Just like that. Alright, make sure we're...
Infantry! Engage the enemy!
Everybody's charging. Got a big axe? I got a big sword. Swings faster, my friend. My frenemy. They're on the run already. Let's go for big sword, our big axe guy here. Heaven's not going to save you. Don't hit him, horse. Don't knock him out of my way. Alright, this will be number 2 Azerite army that we've wiped out at the beginning of the war here. So one more, and AI should be able to handle it. Get out of the way, horse. Now I need to find a... Hey! Need to find a horse I can jump on and get way over there. There's one right there. Come on, come on. He's not running too fast. I might be able to get him. Alright, let's go way over here. It's one of the slowest horses I've ever ridden in my life. Again, I've got low horse skill. So combine that with the slow horse. Yeah, they're all going to get away before I can even get over there. I can hear combat, I just can't see any. Alright, so they took about 35% of our forces. I lost 16 personally. Prison?
I give up.
Prison?
Stop.
You're all going to Ortesia Dungeons. Buddy, where were you at that you got caught? You might have been... I don't know where he was at. He was obviously not in an army. I say obviously. I don't believe he was in an army. Because there wasn't any army right here battling other than myself. Alright, I did forget to switch over Archie, and I knew I would. Maybe I'll get it next time. Idris, very close. We'll have you pikeman since you're on the ground. Powerful. Pikeman. Okay. You're getting some skills. You're already maxed out at horse. All right. based on what you have, that is, based on your attribute points. Obviously, you can get a lot more in horse. Let's take you guys, because I don't want to leave you down here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me take this back down to 44, and then make sure you don't have any. Yeah, I don't see any militia.
Peace.
I don't know. There's not going to be Battanians. Well, they did capture. They did capture at least one Battanian, so there's a chance there could be a Battanian in here. All right, you've got a looter. We don't want you to have a looter. So we'll give you those 2. Take the looter. And take the Imperial recruit. You can have a couple more, although I don't want to give you... Yeah. $32. I didn't want to... You know, I didn't check, though. That turning off the video threw me off. I want to have all the nobles prisoners, because I don't want them to be stuck here in Tubulus. I want them to be stuck up in
I'm yours to come.
Artesia. We'll look at this. I don't think I have any. Yeah, these are just going to be garbage troops. But if you have any militia, I can at least swap that out with the actual recruits. You don't have any Samantha. Let's see what Utrecht has.
Pete.
You've got 5 militia. We don't want that, so let's give you 5 of these infantry. All right, recruits. And I'm going to give you these guys, and I'll take back... Oops. Try that again. Give you these guys, and then take them back. All right. That way I've got all the prisoners, the actual prisoners. All right, can we jump in here? All right. They didn't stuff it, and I'll be able to give those troops to 13 more troops here. And let's head on to Artesia. One more army, one more battle. Oh, I got rid of those troops. Now I don't have enough space for my... There we go. One more battle should be the 3rd battle, the 3rd army that we wipe out from Azrai, and that should mean they're weakened enough that the AI can handle them. Of course, we don't have a lot of... Saeed just escaped. We've got 17 of their prisoners. They have none of ours. We've got 18 of theirs. They have none of ours. But at the same time, Atacania. So right now, I'm the only one battling the Azarai. So we had at least three escape that I noticed. Put them in there. All archers. All archers. We've only got 36 prisoners to recruit from. Yeah, like I said earlier, it really sucks when you're playing a small power like Battania because you're never going to have prisoners because you're never fighting any Battanian forces. We're going to have to go to Ortesia. To Sargo to sell this stuff. Ortesia is not going to have enough money, just like they didn't last time. And we still don't have anything useful. Let's see how short we are. We're about 70 grand total, so let's just do it manually. $56. There you go. All right, now we're out of harm's way. How are we looking, though, as... All right, I'm going to swap over to Manny. I know you're blonde. Where are you? There you are. And let's run quickly to Sargo. Maybe we can make it this time. I'd like to get him up to 50 to get that next perk. All right, finally they won a battle over there. Let's see, was that Crass or Mingus's army? Mingus's army. Yeah, it was close though. They took more than half your forces. You've only got about 500 and some odd. Pete, Athletics 259. Very good. Beer and dates. Cheese, obviously, always cheese. All right, let's see what we can do here. Should be able to take everything. Yep. Let's lock that in. And then go to the smithy. Go straight to Manny. Where are you, buddy? Right there. Let's have you do some smelting. All right. Who else is low? Actually, I don't remember, so let's do it this way. These two upgrades. And then... Alright, I'm absolutely maxed. I cannot get any more with the attribute of 5. That's it. When it turns red, all the way across the board, I can't get anything here in endurance. Let's see who can. Just looking for... Alright, so Mitch, which I cannot use him because he's controlling the party right now. Samantha's controlling the party, and Idris is controlling the party. So they don't count. Alright, Sheila can get a little more, but Archie can even get more. He's got the good... He's got this maxed out. He's got this maxed out. And he's got two-handed. Yeah, he could get a little more here. Archie or Ashley, I can. Ashley's actually in my party. She's not controlling a party. Right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just confirming I had one too many. She's in my party, and if one of the actual parties gets wiped out, she will become the next leader so that she can get out there. All right, Liza, Sherry, Rogan, infantry leader. He needs some more experience. Oh, he's going to, you know what? Manny can. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it with Manny. He can get a lot. Yeah. There's a lot of people here. And we probably got a lot of stuff to smelt. So let's get the wood first, as I like to do. And that way I don't have to purchase wood. Not that money's an issue. When you fight a lot of battles and then you have the fiefs that I have in this game. All of Valandia belongs to me. And they're all producing some income. I think that's all the wood. So let's go to yield. We're going to have to make some charcoal here in a moment. I think that's all the good metal right there. Everything else is just potluck. And we'll have you create a little bit here. And then we'll have Rogan get as much as he can. Oh, I can already tell. You must have that refining skill. Use 50% less stamina when refining. Because he did a lot. Alright. Sheila the medic. Pete. We're going to get all this, believe it or not. There we go. And then you can do a little refining to finish you off. And then let's get that. I could have swore somebody went up. Didn't it say somebody gained a level? Or got a perk? Like, oh, right there, Rogan. You're maxed out on the good stuff. You're good here. I guess we could give... we've already given you 3 scouting. We're just going to go here. Anyone else get a perk? I thought it was just the one. Yeah, that's it. All right. Now, how are we looking for troops? You guys are good. I need to go run up here and grab something. From Inveth. Sargo is still... Tubeless is still safe for the moment. Should take them a little while to gather an army. We should have the time to do this. And I need infantry. We'll run over to Dern. If I can click on it. There we go. Let me reposition my chair. Mingus got 16 recruits. She got everybody. Dern is typically a good place to recruit from. Let's just jump in here. Got to go across the bridge anyway. Let's see what we got. I'll take you, you, and you. And then, let's see. Take some beer from you. Yep. And then be on our way. Do I have time? Oh, that's a long way. You know what? Let me start heading back to Tubeless. I was considering going to Marnath and grabbing some beer. But we're a pretty good distance away. So let's start heading back. How's the Western Empire doing? That's it? Just the 2 of us? Yep. 14. They've already... How many's escaped? We had 28 or something earlier. There's 27 there. They got 4 of ours in Zyanica, Diathma, and Tynap's party. We might have to... Oops. There it is. Sturgeons. Okay, so now I do want to let there be peace with the Western Empire. Let's see what this says. We're paying them... Before it was 5,000, now it's 2,700. And this is an offer where we're only paying... Ooh, no. We're going to... let's decline that. I don't know if this will still be valid. Yeah, 27 is better than 3, so we'll take that. And have these guys concentrate on the sturgeons, since I'm only one down south fighting the Azarai. There's Tubeless again, but we're headed in that direction. We should make it in time. All right, Gary infantries, each fight. We always want... We'll go with always hits his mark. That gives him the tossing and fighting mock battles. Two upgrades. I think everybody is healed. They are, so we can swap back to the correct medic before we fight this battle. They have started it, but we're right here, 1,400. We're just gonna... Oh, you know what? This is iffy, but I'm gonna wait till daylight. I really cannot see very well, and when it's that dark, when it's dead of night. Okay. Let's do this now. 1,600 versus 1,400. Same exact battlefield, of course. March down. March over here. Let me get off the horse because we already know what's going to happen here.
Infantry! Warriors! Forward! Warrior!
Keep going.
Warrior!
Horse, go ahead and get moving.
Get moving! Footnock arrow!
Fire at will.
Arrows! Infantry! Form a ship! Warriors!
Dang those horses. Call this horse pool, basically, is all it is. Sorry, Norina. You're Battanian, but you're on the wrong side. All right, if I can get my horse involved and get Manny involved. Those archers are supposed to prevent these guys from getting around behind everybody. It's not happening, though. Again, I forgot to put Archie in charge of the archers. I probably will never remember that until Corinne dies of old age. And I have to change it. Don't have any choice then. There's a mercenary. Tell by that armor he's wearing. All right, we've just got so few archers. All right, let's spread out. I think we're getting a handle on it now. I hope we are at least. Okay, we're just gonna go general charge. Liza, there's that upgrade. Level up. That horse. Ashley, very good.
Soldier, engage! Footmen, time for infantry, engage the enemy!
Oh, that's not good. We got 3 of these big axes here. Yeah, 3 up, 3 down. More. Hang in there, buddy. There we go. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Nobody's gonna save you. Trying to get out of these horses, moving off to the edge. I got him. Apparently there's someone way over yonder. Alright. They took 50% of our forces down, but that's the third large army of theirs that we've been able to take down. I got one in tactics. Boy, Gird was on a roll. She got 10. More than anybody else. With the exception of me. Alright.
Stop.
Prisoners all the way around.
Are you enough?
40 upgrades. But a lot of losses also. Alright, that's going to make it... Wiping out 3 of their armies back to back like that, it's going to make it much easier for us overall. In fact, they may decide to sue for peace here momentarily. Yeah. None of those were good choices. Party leader, we're going to go with Hard Knock, even though I explained in the previous video. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. But I do like the 3 hit points to infantry, and he's a party leader. Idris, buddy, you can make that, even though I doubt you're on the verge of doing that. We'll give you that. Give you a little bit of room to grow there. I realize I didn't turn green, but that's okay. Sheila the medic. Unwavering defense. Ashley, you are a party leader, but you've been stuck in my group the whole time. I did give you... I'd rather you work on... I'll give you this. And Liza the scout, I'm going to have to give you this. Yeah. I guess I should make you the scout also, huh? I don't know why you're not. You've got no points in scouting, so I need to swap you over. I've been giving it to the older lady. Not leadership. What am I looking for? Oh, smithing. Okay. So I've got to swap over Archie and swap over Liza. Powerful. And well prepared. Okay, let's do this now while I'm thinking about it. Right now it's Ayla, but she's getting old. So let's find Liza. Again, I don't know what she looks like. There she is. All right, you're going to be our scout. And for now, Manny is going to be the...
I'm yours.
I forgot to take their... Well, you know what? Let's do it this way. And I'll just take them all back and we'll just go through it. All right, now let's get out of here. Head in this direction. All right, should take them longer to gather another army. You saw how long it... The first one, I didn't even have time to get to Sargo before we had to turn around and come back. The second one, I could get to Sargo, go through here, and even get to Pinkanak and come back. This time, I should be able to do my recruiting and do what I need to do and then turn around and come back in time. Because it'll take them a little bit longer. All right, now you're getting some scouting. How short are we? Quite a bit. I'm not going to be picky right now. I want to get everybody back up to speed for that next run we have to do into Azurai lands. Okay, we want here. Walk it off. I just want to give you that guy. No, you're full. Scratch that. Give you that guy. And then throw into garrison those guys. What can we... 40 grand. See what we can sell here. I'm pretty sure all this loot's going to be garbage because they're beat down a lot. They're pulling in the dregs now. Yeah, let's lock this in and see how much. Only 14. Can I... I'll buy your beer, your clay, your flax, your wool, and your silk. Still not going to do it. What kind of a helmet do you have? Okay. Something happened to my mouse. Hold on. All right, I changed the... All right. 51. All right, who is... Stop hitting the wrong buttons, Joe. In fact, I don't know what that did. I'm going to change. I'm going to go back. It made it sound like there was a lot of purchases or something, and I wasn't exactly sure what happened, so I don't want to do that. Let's go here and go back. Buy your dates, your beer, clay, flax, wool, hides, raw silk. I don't want the hides. I don't need the hides, but I'm trying to get... In fact... Yeah, it's fine. And then we'll look here, buy a helmet. I think we can get one, that 51 helmet. And it'll be better. Who has less than 51? I thought I saw it. We might have already swapped them out. Yeah, no one has less than 51. Okay. Well, we're just going to take that 9,000. It's not like we're short on money. We'll take that loss. And I'm going to run quickly as I can this direction. I'm going to stop in Thractory to get those dates. And I know I didn't ransom my prisoners. I'm hoping that some of them will be recruitable by the time we get up there. Everybody is... Samantha can use 4. How many horses do you have, Sam? 65 already. Is there any of these recruitable that I have? No. Let's see what is potentially available. These Azrai infantry would be grand. All right, let's wait. Let's run up here to Sargo. Edith, marry off as reach age of 5. Now, I want her to be good. I'm going to marry her to someone else, but I want her to be... take charge. I want her to be a leader. And playing board games so she can get tactics. How are we looking as far? Yeah, we're getting there. Got a lot of healing to do. And I got this militia spearman. I'll toss them in Sargo and pull 4 regular troops out. Again, I say Sargo because in my mind these guys are based on the French or the Normans. And that's, I don't say Sargot. All right, let's look here. First things first, let's go to the keep. Put these 4 militia in. And pull out 4 high tier. There, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, right there. In fact, I may want to... Hold on. Let me do some trading. Throw these guys in the, not the garrison, in the dungeon. All right, and we'll ransom. And then let's step out. I need 2 archers. So 1, 2. Put you up there.
I'm your.
What have you got as far as recruits? You don't have any Battanian recruits. You don't have any militia or looters. So let's take a look at the next guy. No Battanians or looters or militia. You've got 1 Battanian.
I'm yours.
Recruit is what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you this guy. And we'll take away that guy. Actually, I'm going to take both of those away. I don't want any Sturgeon archers. When I can have the Battanian archers, why would you go with Sturgeon?
He.
And we got 3, but we're going to give you those 3 and take these 3. All right. And no militia up. We got 3 militia, 2 militia, and a useless sister. Okay. Utrecht, I'm going to give you some wildlings. Top you off. There we go. That way you don't recruit when I go in here. Go to the keep. Militia, and volunteers. So we'll take the appropriate number out of here. 54. Go back to you. And I will take... Well, actually, before I do anything, let me get rid of them useless troops. Now you have 8 Imperial recruits. So I'll give you all 8 of those and take all 8 of those. You can keep the wildlings. We'll drop that. Then I'll run up here and grab me some more. We should have time to do all this. They're going to have to go around and pull from their garrisons to create another army. So traveling speed or sight range or traveling speed. I always go for traveling speed. I'd rather them be able to move faster than to see further, and that's just a personal preference. All right, there's Tubeless. Let's head back. It's a long way to go, but we may be able to make it. There's still level 3 walls. $240 defenders. They may not have... Let's look at that Tubeless. They've got 109 in a garrison, 132. They're still getting some. Their food is going down a lot. But the garrison still should be fighting. They're not starved out yet. So they do have the entire component, militia and garrison, to hold with. And this I cannot believe this can be a very powerful force after wiping them 3 times already. Never going to pass up an opportunity to grab some dates. We've only got 192. Let's see what we're looking like. Yep, we are healed. So let's go back to the correct medic. Not scout, medic. All right, Row the Crafter, 14. Well, she's going to be infantry. So we'll give her a well-balanced sword. And craft a weapon. Now this is, I don't agree with this at all. It says craft a weapon and then it gives you engineering skill, which I always thought that should be in smithing. Because if you're going to craft a weapon, it's going to be at the forge. So instead, I'm probably going to give her a defeater fencing instructor. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can give her healing, the little bit of healing I want her to have when she comes of age. All right, have they started? Yes. Are we going to make it? Yes. And there's 9, 10, 11, 12. Even though it's getting dark, we can't afford to wait anymore. So 1,200 versus 1,400. And again, it's the exact same battlefield. March down there. Archers right here. Horse over there. And horse over here. And Manny, go ahead and do your thing.
You're on command. Pick your target. Pick your target. Soldiers, move. Hear me. Forward. Horse. Cavalry. Charge. Warriors.
Let me get around here.
Footmen, hear me. So turn to enemy. Warriors. Move. Hear me. Get moving.
It's got to be low-tier troops. Well, I just suck at tossing them javelins at moving targets. Unless they're coming right at me. Come on. Yeah, I think this is going to be easy. For one thing, I don't have all these horses bouncing around, pushing me around. I think I just killed my own horse. Horseman, yeah. Well, when they come out of nowhere like that, there's not much you can do. All right, we're just gonna charge. Across the board, charge. They're very weak. Maybe we'll get some upgrades out of it. Good experience. Do have a lot of green troops. Keep charging. See this big group over there is running in the back already. They're already running away. So their morale is very low. That rock was a little funny trying to maneuver around that rock. I kind of got stuck in that crack. How long will, I was just going to say, how long will that shield last? Not too long, about 4 hits it looked like. Hail Mary. Didn't think I'd hit anything, but it was worth a try. If nothing else, every time I get rid of a javelin, I'm lighter, so I run a little faster. Although you're not going to run down these troops. I'm not going to run them down, at least. Again, too timid because I think I'm going to hit my own troops. All right.
Engage the enemy!
Just try to stay out of these guys' way as they run by. Because I'm never going to get over there. What? You see him twirl that? That's pressing X. Right now, he's going to throw it. Press X, and now he's going to use it as a spear. So any weapon that's a one-hander or a two-hander, you can do that with.
Attack now!
All right, that's it. All right, 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. Listen, I know you're Sturgeon, but you married into this people, and you have to deal with the consequences. You're Imperial.
I yield. Grant me the honors of...
That voice.
Enough. I am your prisoner.
I don't like
I can pay a ransom. I'm
you
worth
at
more
all.
to you alive than dead.
Although I thought you were Jawal, to be honest with you. I wasn't looking down here because you look just like Jawal, but you're not. You're an independent clan that joined them.
I give up. You for...
All right. I don't have any. Let's see. Nah, forget it. On second thought, I should have taken him and tossed him in the tubeless. I just wasn't thinking properly. Which is par for the course. Every now and then I think properly, but it seems to be rarer and rarer these days. We want steel core shields. And stamina. Walk it off. And knock off. Knock them off the horses with their throwing weapons. He will, after all, be the infantry leader. All right.
I'm your...
Now, I'm looking for nobles is what I'm looking for. I don't think they're going to have any Battanians. But again, I want to take the nobles up north. So if they're going to come and bust them out, they got to come all the way up there.
I'm yours.
Because I do, it's inevitable that eventually they will take tubeless back, I believe. Because I'm going to be too far away or something of that nature. And I don't want them getting being able to break these guys out all at one time. All right, it's okay. You put troops in a settlement. I can live with that. Now let's go back to Manny for the surgeon. And let's head up. This time, I think this time we're going to go straight to Sargo. Or we're going to Charis, actually. We'll go to Charis. Haven't been there in a bit. In fact, I've got 16 minutes left, but I think I'm going to call it here. Once I get back to town. I still got to splice these two videos together. And that's going to take a little while. And then I've got, under the NVIDIA app, the files are significantly larger. They're about double the size because it uses different codecs. And it just makes the file sizes larger. And it takes me almost an entire day to upload one video. Well, I say almost an entire day, something like 20 hours, 18 to 20 hours. So I record them and immediately start uploading them. So I will just, after we get rid of this administrative business, I'll call it a day. Oh, we got a new joiner, Matt Infantry. Okay, let's go to, right off the bat, let's go to the dungeon. Put these guys in the dungeon. And then I saw a Imperial Legionary that could be recruited. So I'm going to swap him out. Probably with Idris. Just give you that Legionary and we'll take this archer in return. You've already got 93 archers. Let's dump that archer, do these 2 upgrades. And then jump back in here and ransom my prisoners. Give me another 15 grand. And they should have enough money. Oh, not quite. I thought they would have just about the same as Sargo. But they're about 40 grand shy of what Sargo normally has. We might have to go up there. Although this should be mostly garbage. And it is. 15 grand. Yeah, we're going to have to run up to Sargo. Wait a minute. Let me lock that in. Because that's going to be close. Ah, very good. Okay. I'm going to call Matt to my party. Where are you, Matt? And I'm going to go to Sargo while he's coming because I need to make him some... Dunlanis. And I need to make him some weapons, like I always do. So let's run over here. And you guys... Well, we'll see how long it's going to take. I was going to release them and let them do their own thing. Travel speed on deserts and dunes. Travel speed, and yeah, 75% more infantry units. I'd just rather go straight up with this. And Matt is infantry, so let's go with start with 6 on the important stuff. Oops, that's fine. That's fine. And then make sure these are maxed out. All right. And we'll give him a little bit of medicine and a little bit of charm. And we want him to do some of this. Let's go ahead and give him wrapped handles. And then we're going to go 7, 7, 8, 8. And why not 8? He's going to be pure infantry. And he's got some medicine. He's got some charm. I'll give him a little bit of scouting so I can get him some skill points. And for tournament action, that's about all he needs. I don't really think he's gonna. We're gonna go ahead and go with 9 here. And I guess I'll give you a couple here again for tournament action. I don't think you need any in roguery. You're not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna give him another in scouting, so I can get him some free points just by making him the scout. Although he looks old, even though I know he's young. He's only 18. And we'll give you polearm, another horse, and another two-handed. Okay. There we go. He should show up soon. Fanab. They're going to... I don't know if we're going to have time to do that. All right, what I need to do is get rid of one troop because Matt's going to join me. So I'm going to get a throw in. Actually, do I have any infantry that I will use? No. All right, I'm going to toss you in. That way there's room for Matt. And I'm going to take these higher tier archers. I've got 2, 4, 5, and we'll just take 5 champs. And that's it because there's no infantry that I can use. Let me jump out. Do a little management right here. We don't want you having a looter. Or militia. And I will give you... I don't want you recruiting when we jump back in, so I'm going to give you 2 wildlings. And then we'll check you and do the same thing. Don't want the looter. So I give you a wildling.
I'm yours.
I want you and you. So I'll give you 3 wildlings. And I don't want those 2 sturgeon archers. So I'll give you 3 wildlings. Make that 5. And Utrecht. 4 looters. And 1 militia. So that's 5. And I don't want the sturgeon, 4 sturgeon woodsmen. Where are you getting these sturgeons from? And then we'll drop what we don't want. I want those 8 looters to throw in the garrison. I just don't want them in my guys' party. All right. Toss these 8 looters. The 2 militia. So that's 10. So these 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. And 1 more. All right. 654, 654. Jumping out. Now, I'd take low tier if they've got them. I'm going to take any low tier they have. if they have any. Yep, I'll take you 6 and give you 5, 6. Granted, those Oathsworn do not use javelins, but they are good, sturdy troops. They are actually sturdier than the Wildlings. They have better armor. And there's nobody to take from you. Not low enough tier. So we'll let you beat. Were you who I was just looking at? I lost track of who I was looking at. Go to Utrecht. All right, you've got 4. How many do I have left? 5. We'll take those 4. Give you 4. And take that skirmisher and give you that guy. Okay, now that you're all up to speed. Jump back in here. See what I've got. Everything's good. I'll have to go up and do a little recruiting, but let's trade. I don't think Sargo or let's go to the keep. Go to the stash. Well, we'll put it in. We'll put it in. Because when Matt arrives, I can just look at everything over here. And we'll do some smithing work while we're waiting. This guy cannot get any more. He's absolutely maxed. In fact, we're going to wait. Liza can do some. I was going to say we'll wait because it looks like everybody's not recovered yet. Haven't had time to wait. I really don't have time to wait now. Ashley. And that's it. In fact, I am going to go recruit first. That way while I'm sitting there, there's a chance these guys will upgrade a little bit. All right, Southern Empire declares war. Now we want to declare peace with the Azerai. Let's see what it looks like. All right, we're paying 380, yeah, and then we'll take that right now. Yep, nobody wants it, but I'm going to accept it. Spend 1550. Because we've got the Southern Empire is going to be much more of a threat. And I'll take you guys. As well as the butter and cheese. And I will go to Dern. Maybe Mingus won't grab all of them this time. If it was Mingus, I don't remember exactly. And we're down to 4 minutes. All right, Matt's joined the party. Let's move him up. He's infantry. If he's got a horse, we're going to get rid of it. We'll put him right. He doesn't look like he has much of anything. No, he doesn't have squat. What's the deal, Phil? Why are you so poor? Take you. And butter. And then I will run straight back to Sargo just to get closer to Tubeless. Oh, we don't need it now. We did declare peace with him. Okay, but still I need to do our thing. In fact, you guys are all up. While I'm doing his thing, go do your thing. Somebody will call you to an army, I believe. I hope. Because companions cannot call armies. So you have to wait for someone to call an army and include them in it. All right, Matt's here, so we don't need that. All right, go to the keep. Go to the stash. Let's work on his armor first. He's not going to have... I can't believe he doesn't have anything. 14 and 19. What's better than that? 15 and 20. Yep. Okay, so we want at least 30. And then for boots, we want at least, well, right there, we want at least 30. We've got to get you some, I really need to go buy some armor. Unfortunately, I want to get it from the Empire, and we're at war with them right now. Let's put this back. Get you a shield. 560, 570, 580, 640, 570, 590. The thing is, it's a knight's shield. I want to save that for the, all right, 560, 570. I think we're going to go with the Azurai shield here. No, there's 580. 640. Again, it's a cavalry shield, though. 580. All right, let's go with this wide heater shield. 580 looks good. And I'm going to take all of that out. Let's get the stuff we need to craft with. I may need to go buy some more wood. I don't have very much wood at all. In fact, I may, yep. Depending on how much we get out of the melting the stuff down. All right, I've got 50 seconds, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. And I'm simply going to make him javelins and a sword, and then we'll get back into battle, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.